Good morning, good morning. How are we doing this morning? Good afternoon. What's been good to you? Oh, baby. I'm driving myself absolutely crazy. Trying to find the light inside of me. Oh, what can it be? The Lord has saved me free. At least today I get to be me. Get inspired. Sparkle up your soul with music, graceful dance moves, or some kind of art. You then feel vibrations at a higher frequency and love life more. How are we doing today? My name is Jennifer. Here we talk about everything, and today it is a spirit message sent to soothe your soul into the light passage while you're dealing with whatever it is. Take a moment. Remember, if you're here, God's taking notice. So whatever it is that you're doing, keep doing it. Whatever it is that you're finding, motivate, accelerate, fuck all the hate. Don't worry about motherfuckers who want to get on your coattail. Pay attention to the fucking coat you're trying to buy. Make it worth their while. Alright, now what other would you need to know right now? 2344, your progress. Look here. Your progress is blessed. A new opening. When one door closes, I am confident another will open. And it will be for my betterment. I accept that life brings challenges and acknowledge the opportunity and learning they present to me. Serenity comes from within. Learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I release that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. And what is it that you need to pull out? Oh, you know, on this channel we gotta talk about animals and stones and stuff. We have birds, everywhere, birds, kitty cats, birds. I love you too, music. 2346, Peacock, self-love. You will find great power in focusing on the positive aspects of yourself. That which makes you indefinitely unique and beautiful. There's deep wells of untapped inner power in letting go of negative self-talk. Raven, confidence. You are encouraged to disconnect from the physical or materialistic plane and move to the spiritual realm. You have a deep spiritual connection which you mustn't ignore. You are on the brink of transformation, and your divine purpose may be revealing itself. Oh, you want one more? Rabbit. Cleverness. If you have been going through difficult times, it is time to think outside the box to find the solution. This is also a reminder to avoid neglecting your creative side. If you have let creative projects lapse, it may be time to pick them back up again. Touche, touche. Touche. All right. Now, To get a little more clarity on that, we're going to find out who they are sending or what doors. Look here. Karmic board clearing. Your new beginnings. Energetic clearing. Rewrite your story. Live your truth. So you're starting something new that has to do with something old. Huh. Isn't that crazy? All right, what's your roses? Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Pillar of light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. Many of you stepped into something and then stepped right back out of it, thinking you didn't fit in for some reason or another. You're being asked to try it again. And you're being told that the only fucking thing that was wrong was you not thinking you were good enough. The rest of it doesn't fucking matter. And don't worry about it. Now, I am going to let you guys know I'm going to start doing some more readings day and night. We'll have our daytime readings that's about how we deal with the things that are out in the fucking world, how we're dealing with the things with ourselves in the outer world. When we do our night readings, it's all about ourselves. We're selfish motherfuckers at night when nobody sees what we're fucking doing. And that's how we're going to be doing it on this channel. I've been wishy-washy, like, what you going to come up with next? This is how I'm coming up. This is for real, like, because there's messages that come out during the day that are for you to know so that you know how to manage your day when you're working with others. And then there's things that you need to know to deal with when it comes to working with yourself. All of that needs to be bound together to make you a unified object, glorified in the name of God and everybody around you. That's what you want. You want to be your higher self. Well, in order to be your higher self, you need to know how to manage yourself and how to manage yourself when you're around others. That's what we do here. That's what we're working on. If there's something that we touch that you don't want to talk about, it's probably something that you need to be working on. So just know that before you get mad, before you start racing and rocking and rolling and fucking sending me all this goddamn shit about how bad of a person I am, ask yourself, is it really something that you're mad at me about, or are you mad at yourself for putting yourself in a position to have to be called out for it? It's just a question. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not your latest Karen. However, I am here to help you. That is my job. And I am no longer ashamed of it. I am proud to say that I am here to help you. I'm here to push you in places where nobody else is willing to fucking go with you. I'm willing to go and tell you the shit that you need to fucking work on that everybody else is moving around. I'm willing to help you go into positions where you never thought you'd be able to go because you weren't willing to work on the shit that everybody told you, leave it alone, you're okay. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But it is broke because it's denying you access to things that you don't even know about because you haven't hit that vibration to know yet. But on this channel, you're going to learn how to do that. And it's not going to be through all the other sources that other people are doing. You're going to figure out how to do this shit by learning how to figure out who you are. What it is about you that clicks. Because your shit isn't going to work the same way as somebody else's. And you can go through the other programs. I commend anybody who's taking the time to make a program. Period. I don't give a fuck what kind of program it is. I'm not saying that those programs aren't going to work. I'm saying add this into it. Try this. Work on you. No program, no matter how much you work on it, is going to work if you don't put your heart in it. I'm going to put that out there as well. I'm not asking you for anything but to work on yourself and to work on your way of going about working with others. Because there's not a fucking person that I've ever met that doesn't need to work on that. I don't care who you are. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how Christian or how unchristian you are. I don't give a fuck about any of that. Everybody has to work on themselves. You're still here. There's still work to be done. Period. All right. That being said, what do you need to be working on right now? You're like, Well, what law is that? And I'm going to show you right now. What law are you working on right now? Now remember the other day that my thing got flagged, copyrighted. It said that we're going to be doing this for the next 3 years. And I'd already said that to you guys. That we are to be only focusing on ourselves. You don't need to fucking fake your funk, dude. You're fucked up when you do that. I'm just putting that out there. The law of rhythm. The universe is guiding you. Go with the flow. The law of eternality. Live like you are dying. The law of truth. Love unconditionally and create healthy boundaries. The law of harmony. Dissolve all discordance and chaos. If I have an issue with you right now, I'm calling you out and I'm saying I am done with that shit with you. I have no time for issues, and whatever issues you have with me, I'm not even concerned of. I'm working on myself. I've been working on myself for more years than I can fucking count right now, and I know I have a lot of work to be done, but I can promise you this. I will never stop working on myself, admitting when I'm wrong, but appreciating when people call me out and say, you're doing a good job. And I'd appreciate that same goddamn aspect I'm saying about many of you. Been working on your shit too. If you got a problem with me, stay the fuck away from my energy. If you want to learn from me, we can do this. We can shift you into what you want to be. What you're willing to look in the mirror and see. And what you're proud to tell your grandchildren later in life who you became. But I'm not playing games with anybody, and I'm taking my life extremely seriously. There's time for fun, yes, but there's also time to focus. And the more you focus, the more fun you can have when it's time to be able to separate the two instead of force yourself to put the two together, having fun and figuring out who the fuck you are. That's the motivation right now. You are a spectacular fucking person, opening up to the world of who the fuck knows and who the fuck cares. Because why? Look at that card. You see that right there? Look how pretty that card is. Look at that. Well, I gotta get a spotlight. This is the light I was looking for, but it just doesn't glow like I thought it was gonna glow. Listen, the effort's there. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Listen. Boop. Boopy doopy. You got time to be who the fuck you want to be. I'm going to put these up, might as well. You don't have time to keep trying to figure out how to copy somebody. You got time to clean up your ass. Ooh, look here, I got a miss here. You don't belong in there. You got time to focus on people trying to do the same thing as you. You got time to focus on what you want to be, but you don't have time to focus on what you don't want to be. You have time to have positive affirmations. You have time to do the things in life that make you feel proud of who the fuck you are. You have time to make room for people you adore. You have time to pray for those you don't. You have time to change your ways. You don't have time to change somebody else's. I focus my thoughts on abundance and gratitude. 19. 19 is a special number for me. 19 is a special number for me on multiple levels. One, it's my middle son's birthday. And it's also the apartment that I started my spirit journey, like, boom, what the fuck is this? And I started being able to get glimpses of my past lives. It's when I realized that the people I was hanging out with weren't really my friends. They were out for demise. It was realizing that I was not where I was supposed to be. I needed to be somewhere else in life. So I'm telling you that whatever it is that you might be going through, I need you to get a positive. We're going to get a gratitude just to help you along with that. It said focus your thoughts on abundance and gratitude. So we're going to, let me get you a gratitude and we'll get it from abundance to help. Oh shit, we don't need all that, but we're going to take that one. Shout for joy to God, all the earth. Psalm 66:1. Blessed are those who can give without remembering and take without forgetting. Oh. Exercise to increase your energy and manifestation abilities. The key to manifesting quickly is to have very high energy levels, and the easiest way to increase them is through physical exercise. Choose a fun and meaningful activity so that you'll look forward to exercising, and it becomes its own reward. Now, I want to do you a favor. Partially, I'm going to do you a favor, okay? In this favor, it's providing those of you dealing with pain issues the opportunity to find something other than pain medication to go to. Now, because we all live in different countries, different states, and our insurance coverages are different, I cannot say whether or not your insurance company will cover these things. However, I can tell you that there are much better things to be trying to get yourself motivated and situated than medication, pill medication, chemical medications. Now, from my understanding, what I have studied is that these days, especially with the opioid situation going the way that it is, there are many places that offer general physical therapy. There are many places that offer herbal therapy, offer massage therapy, they offer acupuncture, there's cup therapy, and even if you are on state-assisted insurance, depending on the state that you're in, they do provide these services for you and the transportation to get to them, which means that you have no reason to need to be on any of these toxic chemicals, which, by the way, I can tell you, being a 7-year recovering addict from opioid medications, my pain levels, even right now, I'm having a moment where my pain levels are heightened. They're still not as bad as what they were when I was on Opanas. When I was having to shoot Opanas in my arm and my legs to try and get 30 minutes of relief, I am smoking weed and I am doing physical therapy, soap baths and salts, doing rubs that have THC and CBD in them. Nothing is toxic and nothing is chemical. It's all natural and physical. And though I have to work a little bit, it's going to take me a while to get myself situated when it comes to my physical activities. I'm getting there without having to use any medication to get me there. And I'm encouraging many of you, especially those of you who have issues, and a big reason why you're at home is because of those issues, to use your insurance for the purpose of getting yourself better. If you have Medicare or Medicaid, you can get your therapist to come to your house if you have issues where you can't leave the house, if you have issues where you can leave the house, your insurance will pay for you to get a ride, which you can request an Uber, to get you back and forth to that therapy. That physical therapy is the first thing that you need to be working on when it comes to this exercise. Before you start trying to work on yoga, Pilates, or anything like that. If your body is stiff and you've dealt with your body having injuries or whatnot, you want to be able to go to your physician, have them refer you to a physical therapist, and get your body situated so it's ready to do those stretches. When you get into yoga and Pilates, that's putting your body in places that they used to tell you that you couldn't get into. You become a constructionist. I think I said that right. But anyway, you're able to do things with your body. But if you're stiff and your body's incapable of doing that because you hurt yourself and you end up having to stop. Listen, I spent the last year trying to do that shit without fixing my body into what it should be at my age. And I end up holding myself back. It didn't, there was but don't do that to yourself. Don't be afraid to ask your don't be afraid to ask your doctor for assistance when you need it, especially if you have medical insurance. There's a lot of people out here that if they had your insurance, they would be using it. And many of you are sitting on it like you don't have it to use. And you think that you're supposed to do all this old school stuff to get you ramified. No, honey. I want you guys this is your homework for today. Okay? For many of you, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. For me, it's, so you may have to do this tomorrow. I tend to not want to call people on Fridays. I just have a thing about Mondays and Fridays. I know you're supposed to call for a job on Monday, it shows initiative. But for me, if you call a place on Monday, you're asking to get bitched at because they spent all weekend away from the office. Now they gotta play catch up. Call them motherfuckers on Tuesday and say, hey, what's up? I need a job. And they say, we need somebody to help us with this backup over the weekend. Like Tuesdays and Wednesdays are the best days to go in and try and find a job. Anyway. That's just based on the psychology of the way that the week works. Wednesday, everybody's poured the fuck out. They don't feel like dealing with anybody. They don't feel like meeting anybody or trying to figure out whether or not you're fit for the position. But on Tuesday, that's your glory day. Listen, I was born on a Tuesday, so... Hey! Anyway, so that is your homework for today. Let me get you your one stone for the day that you need to be taking with you. Where they at? We got our new stones out here. Oh, listen to them planes coming in. Oh my God, I love this stone. Look here, I got some of that right there. Ooh, yeah, buddy. This is an absolute beautiful stone. Hold on. Oh my God, this is a beautiful stone. Malachite. I love malachite, dude. It is, an absolute beautiful stone. Beautiful. They're cheap. They make you feel good the moment you put it in your hand. I don't know, there's just something about it. I've always loved this stone. They're absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Look at that. This one's cracked. Like, I've had this one came from Jacksonville, Florida. This one did. Just came all the way from Jacksonville. It's back when I was living in my car. Busted out right before I come out of my car. Anyway, what it is, with its trademark acid trip swirls, money green malachite is an electrifying mesmerizer with a high copper content. Always good for moving energy and making things happen. Who needs it? The overflowing in creativity but lacking in follow-through. The all business, all the time set. Where to put it? If you're trading cryptocurrency, writing television pilots, or starting up the next tech giants, try some malachite in your workspace. When to use it? When the concrete jungle has you disconnected from the earth beneath it, when you've just got to have the money, the power, and all the glory, come at it with a heart forward, sustainable energy, courtesy of Malachite. Claim your success. That is your reading for today. I will be back on here for another one tomorrow. Until then, love, light, life, kisses, and blessings.